Okay, so I guess we're back. We're doing a thing. We're doing all the things with all the monsters and the really things. Let me just share the screen real quick. There we go.
Good thing, you know.
I did the
with the stuff.
I did the thing with all the things and went around the world and then shot a 3-point dunk right on top of Michael Jordan's head. I don't know where I was going with this, but let's go with that. Okay, so you see the screen, right? Just checking.
Yes,
Right? Okay.
I see the screen.
All right, so we're back with the tier list for the links and the thingamajigs. I do like to apologize. This video was actually supposed to be the review for Jurassic Park Purgatory, but yeah, my stepfather came home and I couldn't get the review done, which stinks, and I hate it.
Jesus.
Yes. Cause you are the Personator! I don't know where I was going with that. So yeah. So this video, we're actually going to do a bunch of these. We're going to do 3 sets of, well, 2 sets of 6 and 1 set of 5. Mainly because, the last Charmer link is, not on this tier list. So yeah, we're gonna do the Charmers, the Attribute Boosters, and the Match Winners. The reason we're doing all these at the same time is mainly because most of these are just really easy to do, and we need to knock these ones out of the way as soon as possible. So we didn't even pick 6. We just
fairly boring.
Yeah, they're mainly the same. The only unique thing was we're going to probably. With the match winners, we're actually gonna mainly rank them based on aesthetic, like what they look like. Mainly because how else are we gonna rank these 6 besides that? Because we legally can't play with them. Okay, so let's just get this over with. Do you want to do the Charmers or do you want to do the Attribute Boosters first?
I don't know.
I mean, they pretty much just do the same thing across all of them, just different attributes.
Okay, so let's start with the Attribute Boosters.
Alright, so all of them pretty much do the same thing. They require 2 monsters, I believe, of that attribute. Is it like 2 Earth monsters? I mean,
yes, 2 monsters of the same attribute and attribute specific. So
yeah, so basically all they do is their links arrows are the same. Southwest, southeast, all have 1400 attack. They require 2 monsters of the same attribute, and all of them have the same effects where they just boost their own all monsters of that attribute and lower monsters of the opposite attribute. So like Mrs. Radius, like Earth, I believe. With Mrs. Radius, it'll raise Earth monsters and it'll lower Wind monsters and what's this guy's name? Giantfly, I believe. Greatfly will do the opposite. Like he'll raise Wind and lower Earth. And then if they're destroyed by battle or card effects, you basically get a dark. Yeah, you basically get a monster of that attribute from your graveyard.
1 monster of the attribute from the graveyard.
Yeah, and then I believe that actually can. Counts as themselves too, so they can probably recycle themselves. So
yes, they can recycle them.
Okay, so I think the only one that wouldn't be among these would probably be Witch's Apprentice. I think everything is gonna be. Let me say why. All the attribute boosters I think should just belong in C because I think they're just average effects. But the fact is, like, Witches. Huh? What were you saying?
I'm saying they're solid.
Yeah, they're solid. They're like okay link ladders. Like
the only reason why you wouldn't play them is if you have better options.
Yeah.
Because the ability to boost any monster of any given attribute, given that most decks play monsters of the same attribute, is just because if you have better options. But giving all of your monsters a 500 boost is nothing to scoff at.
yeah, especially if you're going for like a beatdown deck.
Between beating over something.
Yeah, if you're going with like a stunny beatdown deck, I believe Beast Beatdown uses Mrs. Radius. Like when that became popular, they just that was like one of the few link monsters they used because it just it can hit stuff, it can make stuff hit harder. That's it.
I think.
No. Melfi used Mrs. Radius, right?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think I think every time I seen like Melfi's, they always like try to make Mrs. Radius whenever they can. So I think that's like the only Wee Witches and Mrs. Radiance are like the only ones I still see. Like everything else is just like very, very niche. So I would
say you can maybe make an argument for Miss Starboy.
Okay, so here's what I think. I forgot this one. Hippobushin, Greatfly, and Doolittle Chimera. I think that one's called. BC.
Yeah, Doolittle Chimera.
Miss Radius and Miss Starborn B, and Wee Witch's Apprentice at like the very bottom of A tier. Mainly because Wee Witch's Apprentice is dark attribute, and dark is like the most supported attribute in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. These three, then these.
It can boost like.
Yeah, it boosts dark types, but like I said, the issue is like darks are like super supported, and I think like most of the best dark extra deck monsters are dark attribute currently. Like I think Savage Dragon, Dark Dragoon is dark. Verde. Well, yeah, Verde just goes into
all of the Borals.
All the Borals are dark. Yeah. That's why I said just Wee Witch's Apprentice just goes in A tier.
Yeah, just because of the access.
Just because it has the most access, and I think this is the only one that still sees some competitive play. If we're going by competitive.
Also, keep in mind that all of them recycle on any destruction, meaning you can recycle your own. So if you have a monster with a good summon effect, you can just make it. I think what's best about them is one, their recovery effect, which I think it's a hard one for her.
Let me see. Yeah, it's once per turn.
So, yeah, they all have, like, they're incredibly...
You're getting out. You gonna finish?
Good link 1 you can make.
Yeah.
And their recycle effect can help you,
combo extend and stuff like that, depending on what you grab. Okay, so...
metal foes.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, let's just...
So, I still don't think they're especially good, but I think they're more versatile, and I think they're better than people like to give them credit for, and I only think the amount of in-archetype and just good link monsters has power crept these guys hard.
Except for maybe Wee Witch's Apprentice.
Maybe Wee Witch.
Yeah, except maybe. Like, you can, like I said, the only reason people still use her is because it's just dark. Dark is just the most supported attribute.
Yeah, it's just because of everything around Wee Witch.
Yeah. All right, so let's do Charmer next. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna breeze through these two. Let's see, Charmer. All right. Okay. So all the Charmers are the same thing, except their attack points are 850. All their link materials require 2 monsters, including one of their specific attribute. All their effects are, this card is treated as a familiar possessed card. You can target one, insert attribute here. In your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your zone this card points to. If this link summon card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while it's in the owner's monster zone, you can add one insert attribute here with 1500 less defense from your deck to your hand, and then it's once per turn. So I think the same incident. I think I honestly think these are just slightly sideways versions of the attribute boosters. These are more niche, but they're probably better effects because you can honestly do combo extensions with them.
I mean, they do immediately steal a monster from the opponent's graveyard and enable link climbings.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I think the problem with these is just they're specific on what deck your opponent is playing.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're strictly a go, and they're strictly a go second card.
I mean, if you can find ways to blow them up yourself, so you can get some really generic searching. Like the search pool that they offer is like ridiculously wide. So
no, it has to be opponent's card. It has to be opponent's card effect by battle or by opponent's card effect. So you literally yeah.
Oh, it's opponent's card. Yeah, okay, that bumps it down enough.
Yeah. I think these are probably gonna meander through formats Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that bumps down their usefulness like several notches, but I do think their search pool is still ridiculously
yeah,
wide.
and they can combo. It's just they're just completely relying on what your opponent's doing. Like if dark.
I know this isn't.
Okay.
I absolutely slays if your opponent got your invader.
You kind of cut out halfway through it.
I said, like, I know this is the commonly practiced play, but this absolutely slays if you give your opponent Gajiro Invader.
Wait, yeah. Isn't that squid thing that you have to summon in the middle? It's like, here you go.
Yes.
Oh god.
You just put it on your opponent's field. Put a Waking the Dragon and a Familiar Possessed card in. And I get a free Exterio. Thanks, buddy. Like, I think you can still pull some crazy shit with this. It's just you need to put in some real effort, and they're not that good.
Yeah.
Not to mention that the graveyard disruption that they offer is on your turn, where it's not good for disruption. So I'd say put all of them in D tier.
D tier. Yeah. The only one I would probably see play that I would see play is Dark, who's not on the list because he's Dark, and Dark is the most attributed support. But I'd probably put him at B instead of A.
Yeah.
Maybe C. Like he would be better than the other. He would be better than the other Charmers.
Like, what are you gonna steal with him?
You can steal Anaconda.
Is there any good card? Like, what attribute is Pankratops or?
Pankratops is Earth, I believe.
Like, maybe steal one of those?
Yeah, I mean, but I would still put them on. Like I said, the only one that would probably be higher would be Dark, and that's because of what attribute he is instead of what he does.
I could see an argument to be made for Water.
Okay, so present your argument with Water, with Area.
Does Needle Fiber need to be a Link summon in order to resolve its effect in order to tag out into a Synchro monster?
Let me check.
Because if not, you can just steal your opponent's Needle Fiber. Wait, no, Needle Fiber banishes itself.
Yeah, it banishes, so you can't really do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of them at D. Which is kind of sad because everyone's like, oh, they're just a bunch of waifus that people love. It's like, give us all the cards. It's like, we'll give you one card every 7 packs.
Excuse me, waifus and husbandos.
Yeah, one husbando. Yeah, that does not. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Dark is the only husbando. Like, all of them are chicks, except for Dark.
No, Earth is also a dude.
No, Asa's a chick. She's a tomboy.
Get the fuck out of here. That's a dude.
No, that's a chick. Here.
What?
Where's a good picture of her? No. Here she is.
I'm looking at him. That's a dude.
I don't know. I see. Here's a picture. Here's a close-up picture of her. I don't know. That looks like a pair of breasts behind her wand. Like a big. Oh, come on, groups. I don't know what this is.
Fuck, these those are some massive tits. Jesus, what's with these? What's wrong with her? Hey.
That's like Mari Setogaiga Setogaiga level boobs. You were wrong.
Jesus.
You were wrong about Supersonic Bird, and you were wrong about Asa being a dude.
That looks like a dude.
It's a tie. She's a tomboy.
Still looks like a dude.
Since when does a dude have a chest like that?
I'm just saying her face looks incredibly masculine.
Does that stop people from falling in love with Astolfo from the Fate series? Sometimes it takes the best guy.
Exactly.
Sometimes it takes a guy to be best girl. Okay.
With that tangent out of the way, let's get back to the tier list.
Okay.
At some point, we gotta rank all the Link monsters in terms of boobs.
Oh god, why? Just why? All right, fine.
It
Here.
needs to be done.
All right, here. Okay, here's boobs. There. I put conductor right at the top. Busted. Those things are as big as her head.
I mean, size isn't everything, so.
What? But hey, you got a point. But you said you're the one who said based on breast size. You're the one who said breast size.
In terms of sex appeal. Okay, Symphony. Obviously, in terms.
All right,
of sex
fine.
appeal,
There, breast size right there. Those two.
Here.
Those two right there.
Landfully, I guess in terms of sex appeal, that's S tier. He's got the swagger.
He got the swagger and the flexing. Said, I got this erotic toy for you. It's called Lanforicus. You want me to put it in your leg or up your butt? Oral, vaginal, anal. Your choice. Meanwhile, you can use Laundry Dragon as a plushie to hold your screams in of pleasure. I don't know why we're talking about this, but we're talking about this.
I'm sorry. I cursed us all.
Oh god, if only Harling Joe was here. That would be perfect.
Okay, so.
Okay, so we did the Charmers. And, yeah, not even 20 minutes. I kind of expected around that time. Yeah, so not even 20 minutes, and we're on the match winners. So, most of you who probably going to watch this video probably don't know what a match winner is. So before I get into how we're going to rank them, let me just tell you what they do and what they are. So, match winners are a series of cards that are specifically released as prize cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Legacy. Usually their artwork is usually based around where the finals take place, and usually all the finalists get a copy. Like one gets some, and then like the top ones get the other. And so we have 2 based off Japan, 2 based off England, and 2 based off Germany. So how they work is they basically have a specific requirement. Say like let's talk about the first match winner, Victory Dragon. It was level 8, 2500 attack point card. And its effect was you cannot special summon it. You can only summon this card by attributing 3 dragon monsters. And if it attacks and lowers your opponent's life points to 0, you win the match. You don't win the duel, you win the match. So you win 2 out of 3. So they kind of realized, it's like, hey, wait a minute, people are just abusing this and surrendering right before the attack goes through. So they literally put Victory Dragon on the ban list. I believe Konami actually said Victor Dragon's never going to come on off the ban list because they deemed it an illegal card, and so every match winner after Victor Dragon, they had a little clause at the bottom saying that this card is an illegal card. You legally cannot play this. And so for simplicity's sake, we're just going to be based on what they look like, their actual design. Hence why you see at the top all these tags of what the artwork is. So let's start. Do you want to do Japan, Germany, or England first? Which one?
I don't really care. Let's do Japan first.
Okay. So that would be this guy. So yeah, just bear with me. I have to send pictures of. All right. Oh, okay. It's actually showing you the other screen. Okay. Okay. So you see the card? Meep.
This stuff looks sick.
Yeah, so this is called Nori, Toshi, and Darkness Rainman. Yeah, they always have like some weird names. I think this artwork's sick. I actually think I wouldn't say this is my favorite one. There's actually like 2 others that I like more than this one, but I think this one's pretty good. I love you first. Let's go in order. Let's go with you first, then me.
Okay, so I like okay. I'm not sure about the orb.
You kind of partially cut out at the beginning.
I said I like his more Shinto inspired spiritualist design.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the orb. It is a pretty prominent aspect of the design. I think it's maybe a bit too much.
Which orb? Is the one in the middle? Like at the end of his wand?
Yeah,
okay.
the ball.
Okay.
I like the...
Oh god dang it, you keep cutting out.
So yeah, I like this card. It's good.
Meep, you cut out again.
I said I like the card.
Hold on, we'll be back. We're gonna try and fix this real quick. All right, we're back. We're back, and we're not fighting. Sorry, I'm watching too much Hard Like Joe recently. Okay, so overall, okay, so you like the design.
I dig it.
All right, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
That's a good question. I wouldn't even know what would be top tier and what would be bottom tier. Okay, so if we say like.
Okay, so okay, fine. On a scale of on a scale of no, wait, wrong one. On a scale of F to S, where would you rank it?
Yeah, I'm just trying. Out of 10, and the original Blue Eyes design is like a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, the original
is.
Oh god dang, he keeps. Oh, this is gonna be. I don't know what's happening, folks, but he keeps cutting out. Maybe he needs some lamp links in his life.
Like a 7 out of 10.
Okay, so 7 out of 10. So that would probably put it in B tier. probably B or A tier. Okay.
Here.
Yeah, yeah, you're still kind of cutting out.
The thing that keeps me from putting this design any higher is that it's way too busy. But the thing is, it's not busy in a way that keeps me from focusing on anything. Like I take one look at this thing and I know what it is. It's like an ancient Japanese spiritualist.
Okay.
Like when I look at things like the pendulum dragons, I'm like, what the fuck is this monstrosity? There's way too much detail. And with the original Blue Eyes,
so the original Blue Eyes is like simplicity is best. Okay, I see where you're coming from.
I wouldn't even say that simplicity is best. Like if
You can't. It's the thing is you kind of cut out, so I kind of guessed what you said. Yeah, for some reason it keeps cutting you out, and I have no idea what's causing it.
This design is just a little bit too busy. It has a little bit too much detail for me to rate it any higher. Because this detail doesn't do anything. It's just detail for detail's sake.
Okay. All right. So let me have a crack at it. So first off, I do like the Shinto-inspired design. I think it's okay. I do think you're correct in that it's way too busy in certain places. Like, I don't know what's the point of this sash on his leg is, and some of the details are just overdone. I mean, that's kind of the point of match winners. They're supposed to be like over the top, very ostentatious designs. I find it funny that the little orb on his head has like a thing that looks like a bomb, and I just find that funny for some reason. It's like, behold my hat bomb. I threw it at you. Now you put it on and then you go kaboom. I do think the sash around him.
Symphony, that is just straight up a 1950s Batman villain. Like, behold, Batman, my hat bomb.
Who are you? I the Hat Man, the Penguin, long lost brother. Why are you after me? Because you choked on that Joker's bone.
He just goes around and sabotages the hats and all of Gotham.
Hello, welcome to Gotham Haberdashery. How are you? I'm here to destroy your hats, man.
It's to steal Batman's cowl because it's the ultimate hat.
That would be perfect. Someone needs to draw that of like the old timey like an old timey Western villain with like a bunch of hats stacked on top of each other trying to steal Batman's cowl. Like oh ho ho, and he's like twirling his mustache. Okay, yeah. So let me finish. I don't like the sash. I think the sash is just there. I know it's supposed to represent. It's supposed to represent like Shinto religion. But I think it's just kind of. I just think it kind of throws it off for me. I don't like the knee pad. I think it's all right. I probably put it at a 7, just like you. I wouldn't put it any higher. Like I said, there's I like this one. I think there's like one worse than this one, and like the rest of them are like better. So where is he? Okay, so we would put him B tier. Okay, so let's go.
But a high B. Like I like how well drawn he is.
So put him between the dildo and Mrs. Radius.
Yeah.
Okay. Put him between Mrs. Radius and Dilfloinkus. There we go. Okay, so now we got. Yep. Okay. Oh, crud. What his picture's like very here. Now, can I get a good picture of this guy?
Oh, what's Shedlong?
It's fucking Shedlong. There we go. I think this is the best picture we're probably gonna get. I'm a Tsu Okami of the Divine Peaks. This is basically just Shenlong, and I think this is probably my favorite designed match winner of the Link ones. There's just
Here's
some.
what he is.
Yeah.
This is someone's OC Shenlong copy, like the evil Dragon Ball.
Hold on. Look on his forehead. You see that little figure on top of his head? That's the other. That's the guy we just ranked.
I see it. What
That's crazy.
masterpiece?
No, that's not no. That's the other. That's the other Link. That's the other Japanese Link match card.
Mr. Sash.
Yeah, Mr. Sash.
Bummer.
That's actually a crazy detail. A match winner within a match winner. Ho. Okay, so
yeah, this is someone's
yeah, this is like
Dragon Ball OC.
I mean, it's a lung dragon. Like you can't like lung dragons don't really change in terms of like their general design. I like the color scheme. I love the fact that he's actually holding the earth in his hands. Like, he got the whole world in his claws.
Now, something on the
Meep, you're kind of majorly cutting off again.
what I wanted to.
Oh, god dang it. 1 second. We'll be back again. So we're back again. Okay, so let's kind of just wrap up this. We kind of in agreement this thing looks... While it looks like Shenlong's, like, heavenly brother, it's like, Shenlong... they summon Shenlong and they go... It's like, do you have a big brother? Hold on, let me get him. He prays. It's like, oh, almost Ram Sukami.
This is Shenlong's suburban brother. Because he's white.
It's like, hey, yeah, he like about to pray, and then he turns to Piccolo and said, "You got any money?" It's like, why? Because I need to pay him in order for him to come. It's like, oh, here's $1. I got $1.
Instead of granting wishes, he just sends you to golf tournaments.
Oh, he shows.
He's like incredibly white.
Said, yo, dog, I'm gonna send you to some golf. Said, oh, that's fine. Except it's gonna be a tag team golf tournament. It's like, okay, who's my partner? Donald Trump.
Okay, so yeah, I put above the Shinto guy.
He's actually my favorite in terms of actual design.
I'm at A tier.
Where on A tier? Like, below Wee Witches? Or...
I'd say middle A tier.
Okay.
Between
Alright.
Phantom and Jasmine.
Okay. So, England or Germany?
England. Let's save Germany for last.
Yeah, your home country. Okay, so they decided to do a Knights and Dragon inspired thing. This is my least favorite design.
This supposed to be England?
It's supposedly based off the the English Industrial Revolution.
He looks like fuck. What's that one train?
The one with the horses. What the?
Night Express. This looks like Night Express Knight's edgy older brother.
Let me look him up real quick. Night Express. No.
What, Night Express Knight?
Yeah. Let's see. He does kind of. It's like, oh, this is not. This is like that meme. It's like, Mom, can I have Night Express Night at home? Can I have Night Express Night? No, we have Night Express Night at home. Night Express Night at home is this thing. I
looks
don't...
like a retarded locomotive with a knight stuck on top of it.
And it has horses drawing the train. It's like a train be a horse-drawn train ridden by some big guy wanting to... This looks like something out of Star Fox. Like, this is literally just Macbeth.
Not a compliment.
Huh?
That is not a compliment.
Yeah, this is Macbeth. It's like, ah, blah, 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 blah,
Something out
blah.
of Star Fox.
This is Macbeth. If Macbeth decided to go, I'm gonna go to the 19th century technology.
Like this looks like something Hideo Kojima dreamed up in a fever dream.
This was the original design from Metal Gear Excelsis. Raiden, Raiden, come save us!
This looks like a steampunk's transformer.
You know, I can actually see that. It's like a steampunk transformer. It's like, and they're in the middle of fighting, and then the thing just breaks down. It's like, help! I need steam. No, start running again.
Quite old chap.
Quiet, old chap. How I say?
Yes.
How I say?
Wait.
Behold my shield that looks like a freaking train door that opens
My
to
shield that also doubles as a clock that tells me when it's tea time.
Yes. It's like, oh no, chap, you broke it. I guess I got to engage in old fisticuffs. This thing looks stupid. I don't like the design. I like the sight.
This thing looks silly.
This thing looks. I only like the sight.
And not the good kind of silly. This looks like a fucking. This looks like a Warhammer OC.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking and showing Crusader a picture of this? It's like, hey, do you think this looks like something out of Warhammer 40K? I actually want to see what he says.
Hey, Crusader, let me show you the new model for the Kriegers.
What's it full of? It's full of those weirdo ogres who believe like everything hard enough. I'm a train.
The Kriegers. Which is ironic because the Kriegers are based off like 1920s Germany, out of 1920s German soldiers. They're and so they all have like early 20th century inspired military stuff, and this looks like ridiculously like it.
And then they take one look at this like, does it run on Steam? And said no, then we're not taking it.
No, they ask like, how hot is it inside? Is it hot? Is it too hot inside? No, then we don't like it.
We don't like it. We want to suffer. So I would put this thing on D. Like that's where I would put it. Bottom of D.
Yeah, but on D just because of how.
Oh no, you cut off again. You good? Yeah, I mean we're almost done. And plus, it shouldn't be too expensive to get a new microphone. Okay, so we got the knight. Now let's go for the dragon. I think the dragon's all right. Like it's a classical wyvern dragon. It actually reminds me of tyrant dragon.
This is not a wyvern.
No. I know. It's just the wing thing kind of reminds me of a wyvern, but I realized it's like, wait a minute. It has hands. It has hands. I think it's all right. I wouldn't call it bad, but I wouldn't call it good.
I find its design incredibly lazy and uninspired.
Yeah, say what you want about the knight. At least that's creative, but it's ugly as fuck. But this one is just a boring dragon.
It looks like if you told someone, "Hey, draw me a dragon," and they asked you like, "What are its features?" It's a dragon. Just draw it.
Okay, you tell a commissioner. And it's like, "Hey, I'd like you to draw me a dragon." It's like, "How much you want me to spend on it?" It's like, "I got $10. All right, I'll do it." Draws this. It's like, why isn't this super cool? It's like, you gave me $10, so I drew the most generic looking dragon possible.
No, like this is I have $5 and 10 minutes to come up with them,
Yeah, that's
and then hundreds of dollars to finish the design.
okay. Yeah, so let's just get this one over with. I would probably just put it
Like
C.
lazy pose, lazy design, lazy color scheme. This thing is
Just lazy.
barely better
It's
than the night.
it's just barely
Yeah,
okay.
this
Fine,
thing
we'll put it right above the night. Okay, so before we get to the last two, as someone who lives in Germany, what do you think the German cards are going to be based off?
I already looked at them. Like one of them is like a golden knight, and one of them is a moving castle.
Okay, so here we have is the castle.
So if I would have
The problem is the problem is there's just okay. Here we go.
I would have made. Can I?
Sorry.
Like I would have made the design maybe like an eagle, like a two-headed eagle, and what else? What is like a traditionally German thing?
Oktoberfest.
How do you get that?
I don't know.
Hard?
I don't know much about German culture. All I know about Germany is Oktoberfest came from there. There was a big wall in the present, calling himself a jelly donut, mispronouncing the word, and Hitler was from there. That's all I know.
Like, I mean, we have the Protestant Reformation here in Germany, so maybe basic card of that.
Okay, so
That
here's
seems noteworthy.
okay, so here's the castle. This one is actually in the Black Forest. Skyfaring Castle of the Black. So this is basically in Schwarzwald.
Schwarzwald.
I only know the name because of Big O, because there was a character called Schwarzwald, and he was basically like some bandit reporter who went crazy. Grud, you went. You disappeared again. He disappeared again. Let's.
I think the design looks.
All right. Let me see if there's any way I can like zoom up. Can I? Okay. Can I zoom up and just no? Can I? Ah, God damn it!
It's a castle.
Yeah, there's not much you can do with a castle. I mean, I like the fact that if you actually look closely, all the walls around it are actually the walls you can see is one gigantic maze. I like that little detail, but I think it's just a castle. It's not Hal's Moving Castle. Hal's Moving Castle is much better. Just wish we had a better design card.
I the same thing I said about the dragon.
So it's just I think it's better than.
But lazy.
I do like some of the details on it.
Than the dragon.
Yeah, I think it's better than Dragon. I would put him above the Charmers. There.
Yeah.
Okay, so all we have left is Kaiser Eagles of Heaven's Mandate, and this was the. Here we go. Let me see if I can find a better picture. Okay, no. I find a better picture. No. Can I? Oh. This one? I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do with this guy.
Hey, what Emperor of Mankind?
I think he's supposed to be based off, like,
This
German royal. I don't know from where.
Yeah, definitely. Like German eagle-inspired heraldry. That's definitely German inspired.
Okay. I don't know much about the inspiration.
There was a thing in Germany because the church, like, okay, so technically the Roman Empire still exists, because what happened was that the church and the Romans became like really buddy,
Okay.
and they kind of sort of fused, and they decided that was was the next king of the Holy Roman Empire.
You think it could be based off him?
All our kings of Germany were technically, huh?
You think it could be based off that guy?
All our kings are supposedly holy.
Well, I'm actually kind of curious about if this guy's based off anyone specific. Trivia. Like, is he just based off the German royalty, or is he based off anyone specific? I'm honestly curious. Let's just take a little side trip. Okay, no. Based off the Bundeshelder, previous one is the Reichshelder. Okay, so he's basically a personification of the coat of arms. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he might have been like.
His design is sick.
Hmm.
Like I'm putting this guy in S tier.
I would put him on 8. The main problem is, I guess his design specifically requires like actual knowledge on the history of Germany to get. I mean, I do agree. He looks awesome with the sort of sword lance thing. With I would put him on A though. I would put him above the dragon. But since you're the German expert, I can fit him on this. Where do you want to put him? Mom Spaghetti.
Either at high A or low S tier.
We'll be generous. I'll put him on low S tier. Put him above Verte.
Put him above Verte.
But Verte's like top of S tier. He's probably gonna like, hey man, why you take my spot?
Oh, sorry. Put him above Ballista.
Okay.
Either behind Boral or.
I'll put him behind Boral. And yeah, that's it so far. It's like, okay. Yeah, I do like the design. Like I said, I like the design. It's just out of my knowledge because you need a specific amount of knowledge to know about this one, which the other ones you don't really need. But I do love the design. I love the gold. I love the color scheme. Who knows? Maybe in the future we might just do a tier list on all the match winners just for fun. I don't know. Would be fun. Would be interesting. So that's
busy in the right way.
Yeah, he's busy in the right. So he's basically everything this guy does right.
Shinto.
Yeah, the Shinto guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's it for episode 3. I mean, it's probably gonna be a little bit before we get episode 4, mainly because we gotta figure out what's going on with your mic. Like, I'm pretty sure it's your mic. It's nothing wrong with your sound. It's literally probably just the mic.
I might need to get a new one.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you can go on Amazon and just find a bunch of mics. Like, you can go wild with that.
I'll look something up.
Alright. So we'll see you next time on the thing with the tier list with the monsters. Right, bye.
This is the name of the show now.
Yes, the name of the show and the name of the thing. Rank the tier list. Who knows, we may do other monsters as well. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, goodbye.